welcome to another Mad Hatter review. I've gone a little crazy. If you don't know, I got that Battletoads Zitz figure a while back ago because I've always been interested in this Battletoads line, the Premium DNA line, and that was like my first dip in the water, toe in the water of the Battletoads line by Premium DNA. I have since gotten the entire line, okay? This is everything right here, okay? And this box right here, this gigantic box, this is the end boss box. This is General Slaughter is in this box, okay? You got Vermin in there, big wolf guy, and then General Slaughter, basically in a box the size of a statue, okay? Just for comparison, that's my my city playset in the back, and you know how big that thing is or how tall that thing is, and this thing is blocking it, all right? So I just want to give you just a sense of comparison. This is basically, I think, the size of like a Giant Man figure, but I went in hard on the Battletoads line. I'm going in hard because I have a feeling that this is going to be one of my favorite lines of the year, okay? That first figure I opened up, that was like the test, okay? And I just think that that thing was beautiful, and I have a feeling I'm going to like the rest of this line, okay? So without further ado, what I want to do is I want to open up my whole Battletoads collection. I got them all so far, okay? I went crazy. I told you I went nuts, okay? There's a reason this channel is called the Mad Hatter channel. It's not called the Sensible Hatter channel, okay? In that spirit of just being mad and being crazy, I got some opening to do. I'll see you there. All right, and here we go. Bum, bum, bum. Look at this guy. Oh my God, look at him. This line, it might be, and you know, I'm not going to throw this out just willy-nilly, as they say, okay? But it's, I'm going to say this. It's one of, I know it's going to be one of my favorite lines of the year, okay? When I heard that Battletoads figures were being made, I mean, I didn't expect this. I mean, look at this. Look at this guy. This is real boss fight scale proportions, okay? I don't think you're understanding this. This is when you fight a boss, okay? He's gigantic typically in these games, okay? They could have made him, I don't know, a foot taller than the Battletoads or whatever. No, they made him this tall. It's wild. And then you got the mini boss, the General Vermin, General Slaughter. And all right, let's focus here for a second. So you got the Battletoads here. The one in the middle is the one I reviewed. He was not some convention, New Jersey Con, I think, was the exclusive. He came in like a really nice like Nintendo box. And then you got the Zitz right here with the big fist. Okay, that's an attachment. Okay, he's got regular fists and they're that size, but you get this big fist attachment, and then you get Rash, okay, with the sunglasses. This hand is an attachment to, all right? You're not seeing things. It's not a perspective thing. And behind you get an army of Porka pigs. I'll move the Battletoads in a second, and then you get these Ratbone warriors. So these are the glow-in-the-dark ones. They also have like individual ones that are just like regular, but these were exclusive to the site, as were two of these Porka pigs. And wow, these are so cool. A petition, please, a petition to make more niche video games into figures, okay? I know I keep talking about like Punch Out. Like if anybody makes like Punch Out, I would buy those figures if they made them well, of course. And you know, other games, even Rare. I want them to keep on going with this line, okay? The Dark Queen, obviously Pimple, and then there's just so much more stuff. But I love this. I love these figures. They're big and they're vibrant. Articulation is a little less, although it's really good on the Battletoads, but less on like the bigger characters like Porka Pig and General Vermin and especially General Slaughter. But man, you could really do some stuff. These Battletoads are actually much more articulated than they look. They found a way, like a perfect way to blend that like articulation, but give it still have it like maintain the sculpt and the cartoonishness without like sacrificing that. By the way, these guys come with like these awesome effects too that you can kind of like swap in instead of like this arm. So like on Rash there, you can have him do like this kick, the mace kick, and you could also have him do the mace foot, okay? Now, the trouble is it's a little bit of a balancing physics act. if you got this because it's just so big and chunky. By the way, you can also do the axe kick, okay? I love a nice axe kick, and look at the metal on there, okay? That it looks like metal. Wonderful job on the paint. I also don't want this again just to go unnoticed. Very, very nice job giving it like this like rust in there and that like weathering. Zitz also has this drill, so if you don't want the hand, you can have him drilling you, okay? Yes, you heard that right. Check out this accessory right here. This is this, I don't even know what you would call this, but basically it's like a double punch that they do in the game. So both his arms will fit on this. I might do this later in the video. And you could have him, look at the mechanism in there, and you can wham, have him just like double punching somebody. If you remember the game, their hands and legs just turn into these big, monstrous weapons. Now check that out. He's got that attachment on there. Both the arms just sort of like fit in there, and he's just slamming any bad guys that just come in his way. That is awesome. That is an awesome just attention to detail. I love these figures, okay? Look, I took off the big hand off of Rash there. He's just doing some flexing, and he's next to the... oh, and that's the other thing. The Zitz that you get, the regular Zitz, is a different color than the exclusive. So if you want them all, you can do that. But maybe he'll just kind of like substitute. Cousin Zitz here will just substitute until I get Pimple. In terms of Battletoads, I went over Zitz before, well, this Zitz, and they all pretty much have the same articulation. Their articulation is really, really nice, actually, okay? I love that they have just the hip joints in there, and the knees go back pretty well, and you got the nice hinge there, and they have a good rotation on the chest and the arms, and look, you can go, look at how much you can flex, okay? That's a lot more than 90 degrees. You get a nice muscular flex on the Rash here. The only thing is the head. There's not a lot of articulation on the head. I mean, he looks up well and down about that much, but the side to side, it's because of these big cheeks. So there's not really anything they can do. I would rather do it the way they did it, where I keep the integrity of the sculpt and limit places where they have to be limited. I think the main critique that I have is just tightening the joints a bit more so they can stay in dynamic poses and they don't like loosen up, especially like on the bigger guys. But these are just so well done, okay? I couldn't imagine better figures for the Battletoads. All right, let's talk about these Porka-Pigs now. I mean, look at this guy. This guy's a big chunky boy. I love it. I love having the three of them. So what I did is, if you go to the Premium DNA site, you can get, well, these two are exclusive to the site, the Ratbones as well, but there are some of these that are exclusive. These specifically in the back are exclusive, but yeah, this guy, not a crazy amount of articulation, but again, look at him and look at his proportions, okay? He does come with the bicep swivel, all the stuff you'd expect. The elbows go about that much, so you're not getting a ton out of them, and the head can look down and side to side, but mainly look down, not a lot of up, and then the rest is just this big piece right here. Look at the tail. I feel like Homer, where I just want to pull the tail. But yeah, the body suit, I guess, for lack of a better word, just kind of like fits on him, which I do like, okay? I don't think you can take it off, but it is an extra piece that just sort of like sits on him, and it actually makes it a little more detailed. And then you have the legs, and sort of limited articulation on the legs. They're just too big. You see what's going on? There's not a lot of range that you can get. You get a little bit on the hoof, but let's face it, you don't get this guy for articulation. Him and his bros, okay? Let's just bring these to the forefront. They're just so much fun. Move this guy aside. So I want you to take a look at the paint job, okay? So every one of them just has sort of like a different paint scheme, so you can have a nice varied army of pig warriors, aka the Porka-Pigs. And you get these Ratbone warriors, and these are the glow-in-the-dark ones, and they have a different like coloring to them if you take a look. This guy has like a tinge of like green on him, and this guy's like more gray. Each one of them came with a shield. I think if you get the regular Ratbones, he comes with like 3 shields. But they did a really nice job on the weathering. Here's the back right here, just pretty gruesome. You can move the tail. There are some articulation points in the tail. You know, you get all the basics. You get like the ball joint in there. You get a little bit of jaw, I think. Okay, I don't want to push it. It looks like the jaw can articulate, but again, I don't want to push it too much. The head looks up. You get all that, and you get the bend. I mean, you get a good you get a decent range. I mean, you could do that right there. Ball joint in the leg, and you get this and that. Pretty much everything you need to do with some rat bone warriors. It's have to be like Mayfek style. I want them just to look really good, and they look great on the shelf. Rat bone figures. So I don't have my infrared light thing, so I just kind of hit this with my phone. So probably not the best display of the glow in the dark. Also, it's not completely dark in here. It's still daylight, but you can kind of see. I just kind of nuked the head for like a good 30 seconds just with my phone light, and you can see some glow in the dark ski evilness right there. Right, and let's get to General Vermin. Okay, I gotta go completely wide here on this, so you might lose detail. I'm sure you will lose detail, but this guy is amazing on a shelf, okay? Sculpt, awesome. Paint, awesome. Articulation is, it's actually not badly articulated, okay? You get the shoulders. He is heavy as shit, by the way, okay? Somebody breaks into your house, definitely use General Vermin as a weapon. He's got the bicep swivel. The arms go 90 degrees right there, and then you get the hinge on there. You get the waist, okay? And then the legs, and then you get the knees that do that. And yeah, dude, look at the detail right here on this foot. Okay, look at the foot with all the veins and everything, and the pants and the texturing. Criticism with this figure is how top heavy he is. Okay, so you really just got to find a spot and just land him there, and just make sure your physics game is on point. I would have loved if they could put I don't know, ratchet joints or something like that, but you know, let's face it, you're not going to get this guy in super dynamic poses. Typically, this is like a dude that you put on the shelf, and his shelf presence is in his sculpt and his paint. And look at him in a standard pose, and he looks awesome. He also comes with one of the most awesome accessories. Look at this whip right here. Look how cool this whip, cool whip. Yeah, I know. You got the handle right there with all the detailing on there. You have this skull right at the base, and it's kind of like this metal patina right here, and then all the way to the end, which is what is that, like a cat of nine tails, except it's like four tails. I don't know, but very, very nice whip. Although the whip does stay in this position, okay? You can't do anything to it. It is basically a statue, but I really don't care. It just looks really cool. He comes with these two hands. Look at this. Look at the detail on the hand. Look at the vein work and just the bones. Very, very nice job, okay? These hand stopper, my mom will shoot. Very, very cool. He's got a fist and a grabby hand right there. Just look at the detail. I hope that the detail's coming out, okay? Let's just see the back of him too. Just these nice little spinies right here, okay? And oh my God, he is heavy. And he's got sort of like the Hulk pants ripping right through that, and the spikes on there. Now I have this eye patch head on him. You can get this head right here where the eye patch comes off, and he's just got the wounded eye right there, and the teeth, and I think everything else is just the same. But then you can get this face right here, okay? And this kind of looks like he just got socked in the face. he's all crooked. The mouth is crooked, and yeah, he just got a Battletoad punch to the face. And speaking of Battletoads, here is Rash next to General Vermin. Look how large he is, okay? Rash is already a pretty big figure, okay? He's like a 6 to 7 inch figure, and General Vermin just towers over him. This is a boss. This is this is an end game boss. But he's not the biggest boss, okay? So on that note, let's get to the biggest boss. All right, there is some end boss crotch, and if we move up, you got General Slaughter, and holy shit, what a beautiful sculpt this is. Honestly, if you sold me this as like a statue, I would have bought it, okay? Because it's like statue level quality. It is amazing, okay? Look at itty bitty Rash. So this guy right here, I mean, if you stand him up fully, it's like a 19, 20 inch figure. I can do the official measurements, but I'm just kind of estimating. But oh my God, he looks so good. The detail on this guy, look at sort of the fishnet detailing. That's heightened fishnet, by the way, okay? It's not just painted on there. Those are all sculpted in there. And his face, I can't get over how good his face looks. Look at his pauldrons. They're all kind of beat up there. His big fist coming at you. These rings on there. This skull codpiece skull, and all goes down right here to these hooves, okay? Look, same deal. If this guy is going to be this big, I would have liked if he had just more support, like strong ratchet joints, things like that, okay? When you go this big, you gotta give him support. But he actually stands pretty well if you just kind of like have him like in a standard pose, okay? I think if I went like fully erect, howl at the moon kind of like pose, I think he'd have a lot more trouble. Take a look at these hands. Look at these hands. Oh my God. Look at my hand next to these damn hands. These are gigantic hands, okay? These are grabby hands. I don't know what he's well, he can grab the Battletoads, I guess. You can grab them there, and he's got just the veins and so much detail. Check out these alternate heads. So you get this head right here. This one I might land on. I just love how crazy he looks here, and he's got like this like what is that? It's like saliva, pink saliva. I don't know, but that's not the only difference. Like, look at the horns here, how they're all up, and here they're like down, and he just looks just crazy over here, and he's got the teeth. Great job on this. And then you got this like battle damaged, bloody head right here. Check it out. Look at this right here. So I think this is, yeah, same sculpt, but he's got the blood leaking out of the teeth, and right here it's just dripping out of the nose, and he's all cut up, and you might beat him, okay? Look at the horns, the cracks on the horns. Very, very well done. I almost want to like put these up and display the heads next to him. I rarely do that, okay? I've done that with the Mondo Battle Cat, where I display the heads next to him, but I think I gotta do it with this guy. These heads are just so good. They really went above and beyond. What's that whole meme where it's like, hey, Phil Collins didn't have to go that hard on the Tarzan soundtrack? I don't think they had to go this hard on an end boss. This guy is phenomenal. It does have a good chest arc, so you can kind of like arc him back this way. And the head is really nice because you can like look fully up, or you can like look down and like side to side. And if you have him hunched over, because this has kind of like the swivel piece in there, you can have the neck looking up too. So it would be something like this. See how right now he's all hunched over, but he's still like looking up. Okay, he's just facing forward. So I like that. I like how they added that extra neck piece. This is a beautiful figure. Holy shit. Oh, so impressive. And I don't even have that much connection to General Slaughter, but I am elated to have this figure, and I love that they're doing this. And you can see kind of the height comparison between him and General Vermin, okay? Both generals, okay? But this guy just must be like a better general. Here's some comparison shots if you need them. Jada Toys Ryu, the NECA Leonardo with Zitz here, Mega Man, and you got Rash, and the Super 7 Raphael actually is a good height, I think. The NECA Leo is not bad either, but they scale well with turtles, I think, from both companies, because I always imagine like the Battletoads are bigger. I'm sure these guys crossed over at some point and there's like an official like height comparison, but these guys just look really, really good together. Look at all the nostalgia right there. Check that out. Boom. All right, so what do I think about the Battletoads line? I think you know what I think, okay? I think you can read my thoughts, okay? Only those of you that know me super well can read exactly what I'm thinking. So impressive, okay? Like I said, just to take like a smaller property like this and just make it this awesome is, I mean, it's admirable, man. I can't wait to see what they do with Earthworm Jim, which is also the same. And I hope this starts a trend of like taking like maybe like some more like niche properties that are not like, you know, not like the biggest properties like Ninja Turtles, but making them into something cool and nostalgic, because I mean, this is super nostalgic. This just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. I need the Wave 2, all right? When is it coming out? I need to know. Pimple, all these other guys. By the way, I don't know anything about it. I just know that these are the ones that I picked up, and if there are any plans in the future, let them know. Let Premium DNA know that that's what you want. Speaking of what you want, you can get these at the Premium DNA website. Some of the exclusives you have to get there. Like, oh, for instance, like if you want like the Rash that comes with like the spike ball, and I believe the Zitz that comes with that big scooper two-hand thing, I think those you have to get at Premium DNA. But then there are regular versions also of the pig and the rat, and you can get those at retailers like Toy Stalker and stuff like that. So, and the same thing with the Boss User. So that's it. Premium DNA coming out hot. Oh my God, these Battletoads are awesome. I need more. I need to complete the 3. I need the Dark Queen. Wouldn't the Dark Queen just look really good, just right there in the middle of all her bosses? These are just so great. These are big, vivid, colorful figures. This is so up my alley. This, if I had to name an alley, this is the alley right here. Okay, so that's all. Let me know what you guys think about these Battletoads. I love them, and what more can I say? See you later. Comment, subscribe, drop me a like. Bye bye.